What is going on, guys? It's Cupcake here, and Becoming a Beast is back, yeah! So I thought I'd bring back Becoming a Beast, because I haven't done it in ages. I've already put one episode up on this channel, and I did loads of episodes on my other channel, so this is sort of episode 2 Mark 2 on this channel, but yeah, it's complicated. But I thought I'd do an Infected Tips and Tricks video. I also did this episode on my other channel, but I thought I'd expand on it a little bit. I've got a few more tips from then, so I thought I'd do that. By the way, this gameplay, as you've probably gathered by now, is on Terminal. Pretty beast map now. The Modern Warfare 3 spawns have just made it... I didn't even say that right. It's difficult for me to say for some reason. I did it in my setup video as well. Modern Warfare 3, there we go. So yeah, I think it's to do with the spawns and that, because the spawns are so hectic, you know, that people are just spawning everywhere, so you've got to look everywhere. But yeah, so we're about a minute in and I haven't even got a tip. So my first tip would be to stick to an area. Now I'm going to expand on that a little bit more than I did in my last video. So stick to an area that's specific to the gun you've been given. So in Infected you're given different types of guns, so a Barrett, or a Type 95, or FMGs, or in this case a Striker. Now if you get a Barrett or a Type 95, you're going to want to engage people at long distance. Well, you aren't going to want to engage them at close distance because they're knives, obviously, but you know, you're going to want to put some distance between you and the target, really. And that's just basic, because it's harder to hit you at distance with a throwing knife, you know, that's just pretty obvious. So, yeah, that's my first tip. My second tip would be, use your secondaries, you know, especially on, like, the Barrett. I hardly ever use the Barrett when that's drawn in Infected. I'm always using, I think it's Kimbo 5.7s that you give them with the Barrett. You know, I always tend to use them to get my quick draw, which is the first one. And I know, I'm so sad, I know what order the perks go in. Quick draw was the first one for the Barrett, so I use that to get my quick draw. And then I can just, you know, quick scope and get Moabs and shit. I have never got a sniping Moab, not even in Infected. That makes me feel really depressed now. But yeah, so my third tip is always move. You cannot stay stationary in Infected. There are constantly guys rushing at you. If you're staying there, just like laying on the floor, somebody's going to line... If you killed them first off, they're going to know where you are. So they're going to line up a knife before they come around the corner. And all they're going to do is just dip in the corner, throw the knife, and then dip back out again, not even giving you a chance. And they'll hit you, you know, after a few attempts maybe, but they'll hit you. And, you know, if you want to get those Moabs, then you got to keep on moving. Here, I sort of stick to an area because I think the Striker has a bit more range than the knives and things like that. I stick to this area, but I do move. You see, it's quite a narrow corridor, so that's a bit risky, but I do move. I don't know if I mentioned, this is actually an awesome gameplay. It's 45 and 0, and I get a Moab, because it's 45 and 0, and another guy gets a boosted Moab, which really, do you know, I've been running into like so many boosters in Infected now, it's really annoying. But yeah, so that's about it, I suppose. What else could I say? Ooh. I really should have planned this beforehand, because I'm sort of doing this off the top of my head. What else could you do? Yeah, if you're playing in a party and that, you can sort of use your friends to cover your back, because you know, as I mentioned before, people are rushing at you and everything, so if you have, like in here, because I know everybody's in the plane, nobody's going to get through that way. So I can hold down here and just focus on the guys rushing in front of me, focus on how I can take them out with greatest effect. So, yeah, I think we've come towards the end of this now. Yeah, so that's been pretty good. This is actually my first run. It's amazing that I do a commentary in a first run, seriously. Okay, guys, so if you enjoyed, please leave a like, and if you really enjoyed, subscribe. Okay, guys, see ya.